Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Have you visited all the playlists of our channel like gross anatomy lectures, histology, embryology, radiological anatomy? So those who have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe now so that you will receive the everyday updates. Today's topic is the arteries and venous drainage of the face. So in the face, you have to read many short notes like facial muscles, arterial supply and venous drainage of the face, and also the facial part of the facial nerve. So there are so many short notes for you. In this class, I will cover only the arteries and venous drainage of the face. So arteries supplying the face are the facial artery and the transverse facial artery. So these two arteries are the main arteries and also the other arteries which accompany the branches of the trigeminal nerve. So first we will start with the facial artery. Facial artery is also called as external maxillary artery. So facial artery is also called as another maxillary artery is the terminal division of the external carotid artery. That is inside the parotid gland, the external carotid artery will divide into terminal branches. So that is maxillary artery. This facial artery is the external maxillary artery. Otherwise, if you think the outer part of the face, it will be supplied by this facial artery. You think of the inner part of the face like nasal cavity, soft palate, tonsil. So all this will be supplied by the branches of the maxillary artery. So that's how this maxillary and external maxillary artery terms are used. So now we will see the facial artery. Facial artery is the principal artery of the face and arises from the external carotid artery in the carotid triangle. So here, this in the neck you are seeing the part of the facial artery. So this facial artery has two parts. What is the part in the neck is the cervical part. What is the part in the face is the facial part. So if you are asked facial artery, you should write about two parts, cervical part and the facial part. In this class, we will cover only the facial part of the facial artery. This facial artery arises in the carotid triangle as a branch of external carotid artery. So how this artery enters the face? The artery enters the face by winding around the lower border of the masseter muscle. So this is the masseter muscle. So this is the border. So the artery winds around the lower border of the masseter muscle. So here only it pierces the investing layer of deep cervical fascia. So here is the place where it becomes subcutaneous. Till then in the neck it is deeper. In this the anteroinferior angle of the masseter, it pierces the deep cervical fascia and becomes superficial. Here it is crossed by the marginal mandibular branch of the facial nerve. So this marginal mandibular branch of facial nerve crosses the artery here. The facial vein lies just behind the artery. The pulsation of the artery can be palpated in this place. In the face, this facial artery runs a tortuous course upward and forward to a point about 1.25 centimeter lateral to the angle of the mouth. Then it ascends along the side of the nose to the medial angle of the eye, where it ends by the anastomosing with the dorsal nasal branch of the ophthalmic artery. Again, this is the one site of external and internal carotid anastomosis. In the scalp we have seen there is external and internal carotid anastomosis. So in the head and neck region, there will be so many places, external and internal carotid anastomosis. Here is another place where there is the external and internal carotid anastomosis. So that is the course and termination of the facial part of the facial artery. If you see the relations of this facial artery, the artery lies on the mandible during its course, then on the buccinator. So this is the buccinator muscle. So it runs on the buccinator muscle, levator anguli oris muscle, and the artery is crossed superficially by the platysma, rhizorius, zygomaticus major and minor. So these are the zygomaticus muscles. So they cross the facial artery. So these are the relations of the facial part of facial artery. So we have completed the origin, course and relations. Branches of facial artery are the, in the face it provides inferior labial branch. So this is the inferior labial branch, and superior labial branch to the upper lip, inferior labial branch to the lower lip. The superior labial branch gives the septal branch to the septum of the nose, and an alar branch also to the ala of the nose. Lateral nasal branch is another branch to supply the ala and the dorsum of the nose. So these are the branches of the facial part of facial artery. Then second artery is the transverse facial artery. Transverse facial artery, it's a branch of superficial temporal artery. So this is the transverse facial artery. It's a branch of superficial temporal artery. So this is superficial temporal artery. It gives the branch called transverse facial artery. It emerges from the parotid gland and passes forward on the masseter muscle between the zygomatic arch and the parotid duct. So this is the parotid duct and this is the zygomatic arch. This is the place of zygomatic arch. So it passes between these two. It supplies the parotid gland and the overlying skin and anastomoses with the neighboring arteries. So we have completed the arterial supply. We will see the venous drainage of the face also, which we have seen already in the scalp class. Again we will revise the venous drainage of the face. Venous drainage of the face by the supraorbital and supratrochlear veins. Supraorbitals and supratrochlear veins, which join at the medial angle of the eye to form the facial vein. So this is the facial vein formed by the supratrochlear and supraorbital veins. Then this inside the parotid gland, superficial temporal vein and maxillary vein join to form the retromandibular vein. So here inside the parotid gland, the superficial temporal vein and maxillary vein joins to form the retromandibular vein, which divides into posterior division and anterior division. So this anterior division joins with the facial vein to form the common facial vein. So this is common facial vein. This posterior division joins with the posterior auricular vein to form the external jugular vein. So this is this facial vein. Now we have seen how it is formed, and it is draining into the internal jugular vein in the neck. So this is the venous drainage of the face. Supraorbital and supratrochlear veins join to form the facial vein. Then this anterior division of the retromandibular vein joins with the facial vein to form the common facial vein, which drains into the internal jugular vein in the neck. So this is the venous drainage. Applied importance of this venous drainage we have to know. The facial vein is devoid of valves and rests directly on the facial muscles. So these movements of the facial muscles facilitate the spread of the septic emboli from the infected area of the upper lip and the lower part of the nose in retrograde direction and cause the thrombosis of the cavernous sinus with serious complications. Hence, the upper lip and the adjoining nose forms the dangerous area of the face. So this is the short notes for you. What is the dangerous area of the face? We have already seen dangerous area of the scalp. Now dangerous area of the face is lower part of the nose and the adjoining upper lip is the dangerous area of the face. Why? You should write why. What are the reasons, anatomical reasons for this? This facial vein communicates with the cavernous sinus through this angular vein. Now already we have seen this is the formation. So angular vein, so and superior ophthalmic. So that is one communication. Another communication is this deep facial vein and pterygoid venous plexus. So this is another communication with the cavernous venous sinus. So you have to write these two communications, then only you will get the marks for the dangerous area of the face. So we have covered in this class in detail about the arteries and venous drainage of the face. We will continue with the nerve supply of the class in the next class. So those who have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel now so that you will continue to hear the head and neck classes.